What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch-along, the first Arsenal watch-along of pre-season, people, and the start of 10 months of stress and waffle and hopefully trophies. But yeah, it all begins again, people. No more World Cup, no more summer holidays. We're back to business, pre-season business. But big up to everyone locked in. Hope you're well. The kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Nice and relaxed for these games. Do you know what I mean? But it all begins properly in a few weeks in the Premier League. But yeah, big up to everyone locked in, man. Girona against Arsenal. Girona, who got relegated last season out of La Liga, they'll play in the second division next season. Bit of a shock for them. Couple of names that we've seen in the Premier League before. Who play for them. They were actually in Europe in the Champions League. We played them in the Champions League when Neto tried to save a ball outside the penalty area with his hands. Crazy work, people. But yeah, very interesting. But let's talk. Let's talk about the Arsenal team. And do you know what? I'm quite excited about the Arsenal team. Kepa in goal. That's not the excitement of the Arsenal team, but Kepa's in goal. The back four is Ben White, Calafiori, Mosquera, and Hincapié. Now, they've listed it as Hincapié at centre-back, Calafiori at left-back, but we'll see whether it is or whether it's the other way round. Yeah, pre-season, we'll do that. Lewis Skelly, Ethan Nwaneri, and Kai Havertz in midfield. So I think we're actually playing with Skelly as a lone six, and then Havertz and Ethan Nwaneri as the two number 8s, which I like that, you know, for pre-season. Listen, Ethan Nwaneri's got to have a good pre-season because he's got to show this manager that I should be here. I think he should be here. A lot of you think he should be here. Unfortunately, this manager, and maybe because of PSR, seems open to letting him go. So he needs a performance. Havertz in attacking midfield, I'd usually be going crazy, but it's pre-season. And then the front three, Max Dowman, Christos Solis, so Dowman on the right, Solis on the left, Victor Gyökeres up front. For some reason, I didn't expect to see a team as strong as that. That's a decent team. It just shows how good our squad depth is when you think none of the English, the Spanish, the Brazilian, or the French players that went to the World Cup are involved. And obviously Odegaard as well. So a lot of our team is not there. Honestly, if that team played Coventry opening day of the season, I'd expect us to win. And half our team would be missing. But yeah. So that's the team. A lot of young players on the bench. We'll go through the bench later on. Big up Annie Greasy. Hope you're well, Big C. Cooking while listening to you on full blast. Big up to you, locked in. We're going to, as I always say, people, we're going to circle the block. We'll come back to the game. Give me a second. That fan, I put a fan on because we ain't got no aircon. And the fan is absolutely just going crazy. And the charger fell out. There we go. Preparation is the key to elevation, you know? Yeah, the game is on the Arsenal website. I crumbled and had to pay for it. What choice do I have, man? What choice do I have? But we'll spin the block. We'll come back. We'll talk about the game a little bit closer to kickoff. We've had some breaking news today. Official from Ornstein. It's not the breaking news that we were hoping for from David. But Everton have reached an agreement in principle with Arsenal to sign Christian Norgard to infinity and beyond. Buzz Lightyear is on his way out of Arsenal Football Club, people. He came, he saw, he conquered, he won the league, he doubled his wages, and then he left. Fair play to him. You know, not bad, is it? He made 16 appearances, only 2 starts in the Premier League. Barely kicked a ball, will barely remember that he played for Arsenal, but he's left with a Premier League medal and double the money. Yeah, somebody said that, and I actually kind of agreed with that. I called him Buzz Lightyear, but he kind of looks like Woody. He's definitely one of them. He's in Toy Story somewhere anyway. He's in 56 minutes. Oh, but he's a sensible signing. Is he? Don't look like it to Mikel Arteta, does it? He clearly never trusted him. He didn't score and he didn't get an assist. He did less than Kim Kallstrom, people, with a broken back. So, yeah, good luck to him. Fair play. I have no problem with him. I think he probably could have got a little bit more game time to have enabled a little bit of rest to Rice and Zubi. Oh, did he score? No, maybe he did score. Sorry. FA Cup, I think he might have scored in the FA Cup. This is only listing Champions League, Premier League, and Carabao Cup. He might have got one in the FA Cup. But yeah, listen, fair play to him. Everton, David Moyes used to manage Arteta. He's probably give him a ring. You got any players for me? And there you go. So yeah, good luck to him. I don't really know what to say about it, to be honest. He hardly kicked a ball. I don't think he was too bad, but we shouldn't have bought him. At the time, I said he's not going to play. You know, we could have got Douglas Luiz or somebody on loan. But yeah, listen, good luck to him. Title winner, fair play. And hopefully he does well at Everton, apart from when he plays against us, of course. Big up Wits Capone. See, 50 cent Reebok G6s are officially returning back on the shelves August the 20th. I've seen the news, my friend. I've seen the news. Do you know what it is? It's like, it's one of those trainers. I had them, right? I had the ones, the main ones, the white ones with the blue around the front. It's one of those trainers that you kind of look at and go, is that going to actually look good now? Or was it just a trainer that looked good then? Do you know what I mean? Like, it'll be interesting. All I remember with them was they were very, very comfortable. They ended up being like the trainer that I ended up playing football in the street with because they were so comfortable. I ended up ruining them. But yeah, G6s, man. But Reebok, I haven't worn Reebok probably since those trainers. But yeah, Christian Norgard is on his way out. He's going to Everton. Decent move. He's done Moisey a favour. And 7 million quid. Good luck to him. We'll talk about the two headline acts when it comes to Arsenal transfers at the moment. Big up to everyone who tuned in for the late night stream yesterday, by the way. Really enjoyed it. Big up Jaden, said, can you shout out his son Zion? We're live in the US. Anytime you're on, he makes sure I tune in. Big up to Jaden and his son Zion locked in, man. Big up. Bless up. Appreciate you tuning in and supporting as always, you know. There's a lot of different articles today about Bruno Guimaraes coming out of ESPN in particular, saying that the deal's been agreed and blah, blah, blah. You kind of don't run with it until certain journalists say it. But it's definitely edging closer. But Fabrizio Romano said this afternoon, Arsenal are in direct talks again today with Newcastle to close the Bruno Guimaraes deal. Bruno is waiting for the green light to travel for his medical and contract signing. As soon as the deal is completed, Arsenal maintain total confidence. ESPN saying that he's got a medical on Monday. I don't know. You would think that with Norgard leaving, that this deal is going to happen sooner rather than later. But we need to get this deal done and stop messing around. That's all I've said for a while. I'm hoping that he's over there in Ireland next week. He's supposed to be flying to Spain with Newcastle tomorrow. But hopefully we get the deal done and he doesn't. And then he goes with Arsenal to Ireland. I think they go to Ireland on Monday night. So come on, get the deal done. We've literally smashed all the excitement. Nah, listen, I get it. People will say deal done when a journalist says it, but it ain't done yet, is it? I don't like doing that until I feel like the update is we are there, you know, and I don't think we are there yet. We're nearly there, but we're not quite there. Until we're quite there, I won't run with it too much. Let's get a bomber during this game, man. Give us a here we go or an exclusive from Ornstein, you know. At least get Bruno done. He'll be in the crowd on Monday we train. Wednesday we play. So let's see. Let's see. How many titles will we win this year? Listen, I hope we win multiple trophies, but I want that Champions League, bro. Norgard, 5 million in, 7 million out. Finally a profit sale. Did we pay 5 million for it? Why did I think we paid like 13 million for Norgard? Did we pay 5 million? I actually totally forgot. I was thinking we'd made a loss on Christian Norgard. Yeah, look, Norgard joined Arsenal. 13.5 million, this says. So we made a loss. This article could be wrong. I thought it was about 11 or 12, but this is saying 13.5. So, yeah, we've actually made a loss on him. We've actually made, depending on what article you believe, we've made between maybe 5 and 7 million loss in one season, which is crazy. But yeah. Welbeck to Chelsea. Yeah, I see they've announced that. Great move for him. We cannot replace Norgard in his 56 minutes. I know, Tiger, but what a 56 minutes, man. Amici said Sporty TV will be streaming the match live on YouTube. Big up the community of champions on YouTube. Yeah, listen, feel free to share your links if people are obviously not going to pay through the website. Who can blame them? It's a rip-off. Only time we ever made profit when we sold an Elka, and no one wanted him gone, but we did get Thierry. The Bop said Nonny out next. Come on, Everton. Nonny on that right wing in an Everton shirt. We can see it. Anyway, it wouldn't be an Arsenal stream without talking about Vinicius Jr. Until he signs for Arsenal or signs a Real Madrid contract, we will talk about him every single stream. It's impossible not to at the moment. And we're going to talk about him again here. We obviously had a real long stream last night where we went into a little bit more detail about whether it looks like we're going to get him. We obviously got the big update from Hand of Arsenal. That update went crazy viral. I think he's had nearly 30 million views on that tweet. Exclusive, Arsenal Football Club have agreed personal terms in principle with Vinicius Jr. Rock Nation will go armed into negotiations with Real Madrid with a monstrous offer from the English champions. Over to you, Vinny Jr. Listen, we've spoken about it so many times. It's all about bonuses. It's all about image rights and wages. We've offered him a crazy amount of money. That's all we know. We've offered him a crazy amount of money. Real Madrid have offered him a take it or leave it contract. It's whether he humbles himself and says, you know, I'm at Real Madrid. I don't really want to leave. I'll take less than what I hoped. Or does he stand his ground and say, look, I don't feel that you're treating me right. I think that I should be getting those Mbappe numbers and I'm going to Arsenal. Let's see. Let's see. It's a waiting game. It is a waiting game. I think we'll find out in the next few days. And then obviously Ornstein came out this morning. And he doesn't tweet often about these things. So when he does, you feel like there's definitely info there. But he said Vinicius Jr. future entering a crucial stage. Talks in the coming days over an extension at Real Madrid. Free exit 2027 or join Arsenal now. Arsenal are all in and the 26-year-old winger is attracted by the opportunity if no Real Madrid renewal. I spoke about it last night. It's a great story. I just hope it ends the way we want it to end. I love the fact that He's basically saying if I don't sign the Real Madrid deal, I'm intrigued by what's going on at Arsenal. But if we don't get him, I'll be very disappointed because what's the alternative? That's the problem. We've kind of gone so big with the player that we're going for that if we don't get him, we are sliding down that ladder in terms of like plan B, plan C. I don't see. A lot of us were like, we'll go for Barcola. Barcola looks like he might end up at Liverpool. Unless we try and hijack that deal. Would he come to Arsenal over Liverpool? I think he probably would, actually. But have we left it too late? Leao, I mean, we haven't been linked with him. Rashford, I've spoken about. We haven't been linked with him. Nico Williams is the one I think they'll go for because Arteta loves him, but I don't rate Nico Williams at all. So I just hope we get this deal done because I don't want to start going down that route. Yildiz is good, but Juventus are saying he's not going under any circumstances. So they've got to get this deal done. But it's a waiting game. We're just going to have to see what he decides to do. I think in the next 2 or 3 days, we will find out what he's doing. Yeah, Gertz, who a lot of you in the chat have been talking about, he's going to PSG, which is very interesting. That would indicate that Barcola is leaving, really, with them buying a left winger. Although they have sold Ramos and they've sold Kang as well, so they are a little bit short in terms of squad depth. So I suppose it doesn't necessarily mean that Barcola is leaving, but I think he will leave. I think he will leave. The game is on the Arsenal website, people. We kick off in 8 minutes. Vinny Gyökeres Saka. That's back-to-back titles. Fabrizio tweeted about Vinny. Where? Where has he tweeted about him? Or when, sorry, did he tweet about him? Has he just done it now? I can't see anything. What's it? His last tweet that I can see that he put out was Juventus new signing 48 minutes ago. Welbeck. Was it a while back? I saw his tweet about Norgard. Saw his tweet. Yeah, I can't see it. I can't see it, people. Let me know. Is it a fake one? Yeah, I told you, man. Real Madrid made the call. Don't say anything. Keep your mouth shut. He said, all right. I'll stay quiet. He never... Oh, he mentioned it on YouTube. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's not Twitter, is it? I haven't even heard him say anything about him on YouTube, to be honest. They are now showing the warm-up and everything on the Arsenal website. It's just come on. So, if you have paid for it, make sure you've got it on. I remember last year I had problems getting the game through the website. Yeah, I saw that video of him saying he wouldn't join us. Was Kepa that was 5? Oh, 5 million, yeah. Yeah, Kepa. Norgard was 13 million. Aman said, get Bruno in, give Skelly more responsibility. Yeah. I think we'll get Bruno in the next couple of days. Vinny's a whole different situation, though. For a stream, get a VPN and use... Oh, fair. Yeah, any way you can watch. Ricky said, my mistake, got him mixed up with Kepa. Yeah, he was 5 million. Big up, Ricky. Mudryk, here we go. No. We don't want no Mudryk. His ban's just finished, right? He's able to play again after... Is it a 2-year ban? Big up, why always me, man? No Mudryk. Ricky said, the way it's panned out, I think Real Madrid cannot succumb to Vinny's demands. They won't set such a precedent. So either Vinny lowers his demands or they sell him. It's tough, innit? It's tough. You know, they have to understand how big a player he is. It's all right, like... No, Girona have got a dog. Where's Win the dog? We better walk out with Win. They're badding us up. The Girona dog. I think Real Madrid also, though, have to be mindful that this ain't the same football that we watched 10, 15 years ago where there's a whole bunch of top quality players. There isn't. They might get rid of Vinny and actually not be able to replace him with a player of the same level. Because I think that Vinny and Kvara are the best two left wingers. They're not getting Kvara. So who they're going to get? You know what I mean? It's not 15 years ago. You go, all right, let him go. Got more money than everyone else. The market's full of top players. Don't work like that now. Doesn't work like that. So, but we'll see. I hear your point, though. Apparently, he's asking for basically a signing-on fee that a new player would get. They're saying because he's already at the club, you're not going to get a signing-on fee that an Mbappe on a free transfer would get. So that's the problem. Arsenal website not working. I've got it on, to be fair. I remember last year I had problems with it. I had to log out and log back in. Hopefully it all works smoothly, man. The stadium's just open, like only a little bit of roofing on one side of the ground. Yeah, man, the camera quality does not look great. Arsenal on their way out. Ben White is the captain. Website's messing up for you. Make sure you get your money back, you know, if it doesn't work. Refresh it and go again. Hopefully it does work. Benny Blanco is the captain. Let's go through the Arsenal team. Kepa in goal, Ben White at right back and captain. It's listed as Calafiori at left back. Hincapié at centre back with Mosquera. We'll see whether it's that or whether it's the other way round. Maybe, because I remember last pre-season, Calafiori was playing centre back. So we'll see. In midfield, Lewis Skelly as a lone six with Kai Havertz and Ethan Nwaneri in attacking midfield. I'm looking forward to seeing Ethan playing in attacking midfield. Max Taumann on the right. Christos Solis on the left. The first real opportunity we've got to watch him. Arsenal obviously played a friendly last week behind closed doors against MK Dons. He got an assist, but that wasn't... look at Unreasonable. He said Saka dropped for a friendly. We're not going to bite people, you know. He just wants to get a reaction out of us. Max Taumann on the left. Max Taumann on the right. Solis on the left. Victor Gyökeres up front. It's an attacking team. Let's go through the bench. Mellier's on the bench. A lot of youngsters. Ranson, Clark, Salmon, Copley, Anuki, Fabio Vieira. How has he managed to find his way on a pre-season tour? And Reece Nelson as well. Kabaya, O'Neill, Anus. The new look, Gabriel Jesus with blonde hair. Julian, Augustin, and Ibrahim. So we've only really got Meslier, Fabio, and Nelson and Jesus, who you would consider first team squad players. The rest are just pure youngsters. Man said their dog's called Lose the Dog. Well, they got relegated, so yeah, it didn't help for them, did it? Really excited to watch this game now, you know, just because, I don't know, in my head, I didn't expect to see a team as strong as that. And Daumann, Ethan, Lewis Skelly, Solis, Gyökeres. Let's get a win. I've predicted 2-0. Hopefully everyone's website is working and you're able to watch the game. If not, refresh it. And then if not, if anyone's got any other links to show it. Bro, I spoke about it the other day, man. Like, we've just won the league. You've just had record profit. It's an opportunity to show some love back to the fans. And you go, there you go, we'll charge you £6 to watch a pre-season friendly. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. I'm sorry. I know clubs have to make money. I'm aware of it. But don't you think the fans have spent enough money this year? You couldn't keep the shirt on the shelf. People were queuing for 2-3 hours to put a name on the back of the shirt. But yeah, it is what it is. We're about to get underway. There'll be no stress for this game. I promise you I will stay very calm for a pre-season friendly. Hey, what's going on? What's going on here, people? They didn't even show you the kickoff. Arteta was shaking hands with their manager. The game's already started. My timer's going to be off. Oh, my days. We're 15 seconds in. They're showing you Arteta hugging their manager. They pan back to the screen and we're playing. Can we score early? Kai Havertz clips it into Ben White. Arsenal are back. The Premier League champions are back in action for the first time since winning the league. Do you remember that year when we watched... what was we watching? Was it like... I think it might have been when we had the winter break or something. But remember when they were... the guy was wiping the screen. Like, the rain was on the screen and the cameramans had to wipe it. I'm like, bro, what's going on here, man? But we made it work in the end. I am in time with the game, but I just didn't get the timer off at the start. Who's at centre-back? It's Nketiah. Here's Ethan Nwaneri in midfield. Come on, the Arsenal. Was it World Cup 22 break friendly there? And the guy was wiping the screen. Lewis Skelly in midfield. Pings it out to Max Dowman. Brings down the Girona player. Girona have a couple faces. Gazaniga, who I think used to play for Tottenham. The goalkeeper, you got Van der Beek, who was obviously at Man United, who cost a lot of money as well. Brian Gill, who used to play for Fernando's, a.k.a. Tottenham. So they've got a few ex-Premier League players. Big up the Mercy Rock Kid. He said, "Hi, Curtis, if you could have any player's gift, who would you pick? Also, could you shout out my new podcast, helping parents find their kids' talents? The Mercy Rock Kids Talent Podcast. Big up to you, bro." And he says, thanks. Talent. Any player. Arsenal on the attack. Ball whipped in. It's cleared away. Any player, it would be Ronaldinho. Even though R9 is my favourite player, the way Ronaldinho used to just embarrass players, I think he's the most gifted footballer and the most skillful. Eddie Nketiah, yeah. Well, Arteta probably thought Eddie was Ronaldinho at one stage, you know. But Mercy Rock Kid, big up. Good luck with your podcast as well, man. Big up yourself. A true gent said attacking vibes. I like it. Come on. But are we going to do that when the season starts, you know? That's the thing. Girona in possession. The only channel showing the game is a Catalonia channel. eSport 3. Okay. Have a look for that if you ain't. Arsenal website is down in the US. That's shocking, isn't it? Am I actually behind? Am I actually behind, yeah? Like, not on the timer, but where the game is. On the timer, I'm 15 seconds behind, but it's because the game had already started. They weren't showing. So I'm hoping I'm up to date. But the timer is a little bit behind. The zone, Canada is showing it. I'm 30 seconds behind. Let me reload on here. There's no way I should be behind. I'm on 3 minutes 57. This is about 17 seconds behind. You're in the fourth minute. All right, we're gonna have to reload that. I can't have that. You lot are gonna be celebrating goals before me. Let's reload. How do I get this to reload? Good tackle there, Ben White. No, ref. No, he's given the free kick. Let's try and reload it. Did he win the ball there? I actually think... No, it's definitely fine. I actually think Ben White has probably saved his Arsenal career, to be honest. I think next season we're going to keep him. I think they thought he was going to get a move, and he ain't going to get that move now. I think Benny should stay. What I'd do with him is play him centre-back while Saliba's out, or use him as a centre-back and buy a right-back. So, because I think a lot of his injury problems are down to playing full-back and having to do so much running. Probably hasn't helped him. If he plays centre-back, won't have to do as much running. These Cronkies took my dough, nothing in return, can't watch. Mohammed, that's crazy. So many people. It happened to me last year. The game started, I wasn't even watching it. I managed to get it on after a couple of minutes. Their website is very, very it seems very basic. Do you know what I mean? It's like it won't load sometimes. Oh, I've tried to reload it. I've took a gamble. Now it's gone off my screen. Come on. Oh, what is going on here? Took a gamble there and it might have backfired. Because now it ain't coming on. Right, should work now. Tried to reload it. And now it's saying... Oh, it's on the zone, is it? Let's see if I can get this up to date. You lot said I was about 30 seconds behind. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. The game's gone off. Jeez. Why is it saying loaded? I think it's coming back on. Would you rather have Vinny or have the video or have video issues for the rest of the season? You gotta get Vinny. You gotta get Vinny, man, at all costs. Why did I do that? Now the game's actually gone off. I shouldn't have done that. Let's try again. This thing's a joke, man. Pay-per-view. Watch live. Right, we're back. We're back. I think we're back anyway. What is going on here, man? Keep thinking it's Atletico. Channel 236 in South Africa. What's going on? It will be Biscuit Talk. Live stream not available. No, they've done me. They've absolutely done me. Why is it gone off? Oh my day. Oh, I think it's logged me out. I think it's logged me out, that's why. Jeez. Let me try and log back in. This is what happens when you try and reload it, people. Live stream not available for me. I just press refresh and it ain't come back on. It could be a dot along, people, if this carries on. What is going on this website? I bet I shouldn't have done it, should I? I might not be able to log back in, you know. Oh my days, this could be a disaster. Right, let me try and sign back in. If this don't work, I'm actually cooked. It's my fault. I should have just stayed a bit behind. Ben White's getting rinsed. You're going to have to give me updates. I'm actually fuming. The game's on YouTube, is it? What an absolute shambles. The whole website's down. I should not have pressed that. The reload has done me, people. It says no data available. They've took the money and ran. Oh my days. Calafiore on target header. You're going to have to keep me up to date. Jesus. Too much load on the server. They need to upgrade. What an absolute shambles. People, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to restart. I'm going to come off screen, try and log in properly and come back. Give me a second, people. Go! Solis 2-0, but I didn't see it. I did not see it. I actually just ate dinner, people, so what a shambles. The no watch-along. Explain the goal to me, people. I can't even get it on YouTube. I just tried on the VPN. It don't work. I don't know why. Good goal, yeah. I saw Havertz's goal. Somebody showed it on Twitter. Max Dowman through ball. Solis with the goal. I'm trying to... You would think Arsenal would realise they have a problem and fix it quickly. It's an absolute shambles. Good goal, yeah. I'm basically watching you guys. You're doing the watch-along. I'm just part of the community today. 2-0. I want to try and see the goal. Shoot. Yeah, error. Crazy. Yeah, I tried Sporty TV. I couldn't get it. Solis is lively. You see they are working on it. Bro, you'd have thought they'd have had it ready like by the time the game starts, though. That's the crazy thing. Bring back the dot along. Have they got even live commentary? Because I'm sure it said audio. Oh, yeah, there'll be a refund, definitely, but it's too late then, isn't it? Let me read these super chats. Big up everyone who did donate. Big up Curtis, bro, Alvarez, Vinny, Guimaraes. We can dream. I think we'll get 1, maybe 2, not 3. What are they watching on in Canada? Says Mohammed. Curtis use a VPN. Yeah, I've got one. Still can't get it. Only thing that works for me is the web shop, said Farzan. 2-0. But crazy that... Are they having a hydration break? I told you they're going to start doing that this season. I press refresh. It's saying loading. Then it says no data available. It's crazy because I actually had the game on. And somebody goes, you're 30 seconds behind. So I went, all right, I'll refresh it. Refreshed it and couldn't get back in. Absolute madness. 10 Sports, how do you watch it on that? Oh, the refund, it'll take you about 10 emails to get the refund. They better buy Vinny Jr. after taking this money off us. It's on the zone in United States. Yeah, the kit's nice. I like the away kit. I just wish I could watch them play the game in it. You guys are going to have to keep me up. Solis pace change is unreal. I've pressed refresh about 50 times and it just doesn't come back on. Does Solis look good? See if I can see his goal. Come on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's a nice goal cut inside. It's a bit of a Trossard kind of goal, isn't it? Is he quick? I heard people saying before he wasn't that quick. But yeah, I just see the goal. I can't believe I'm not watching this, man. I'm actually fuming. I should have known. There's a lot of people in the chat saying they're struggling to watch it. So pressing refresh was always going to be dangerous. Jesus coming on for Gyökeres, is he? Already? I suppose Gyökeres played at the World Cup, but what? 30-odd minutes you're taking him off? Could be an injury. You're missing out. Best game ever. I predicted 2-0, but I reckon it'll be more than that. Now we've scored 2 that early. Gyökeres and Havertz off. Is Gyökeres injured? Surely not. Maybe because they came back later than the other players, the plan was just to play 30 minutes. You're joking. Fabio Vieira's coming on. No, please. Arsenal website, man. I need to watch Fabio Vieira play. People are saying the kit looks amazing. What was that? Curtis, what? The website. Yeah, I tried to go through the website and through the app. Let me try again. Let me try again. Keep me updated. 2-0. Fabio Vieira's on. Let's go. I've tried to log on 3 different devices and none of them work. And then I tried the VPN. We'll try again. See if it lets me log in. Sign in. Login URL not available. Oh, the whole website's cooked, man. Ain't doing no. That website is finished. We'll try hopefully by half time. If not, we might call it a day, people. Game is on Sporty TV Africa on YouTube. Yeah, I tried that. Pike said, I'm so peed off. Yeah, it's annoying. Solly's very direct, which is something we're lacking, says TK. Time to watch along someone's watch along. I'm telling you, I might have to. I might have to. I can't get it. It's on YouTube. AFG Animations. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find it. Is this one working? I will have a look now. Ready, big up for the super sticker. It's live on Prime. I can email you login info. If you want to, Alfred, it'll be appreciated. I'll try. Big up, see that refresh doesn't always work. Can't get it in Kentucky either. Love people. Big up, Jake. Big up, Jake, man. Fork said set VPN to USA and it's on Prime Video. Okay, I'll try that. Stay gold. Barcelona waiting for Vinny to leave. They want him out, don't they? Sabul said Chinny Jr. will be a great backup to Solis, to be honest. Yeah. A true gent said Solis brave enough to shoot from further out. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to try the... Oh, here we go. Then he said, Nova Soccer app. It's free. I've been using it more than a year. You can watch all the games. Give me 1 sec. I'll be back. We're back. We're back, people. Green screens all over the place. Right. They've decided to put it on their YouTube channel. There we go. Jeez. Big up to any, even if there's one of you. Big up to everyone who's still here. They've put it on their YouTube channel. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So at least we're going to watch the second half. The timer's still running. I watched about 4 minutes of that first half. Then it cut off. But we're here. Arsenal YouTube channel is showing it. So we will be watching the second half. Update me, people. What happened? I heard Gyökeres got taken off. I heard Havertz got taken off. Let me check. I need to get up to date with what's happened. So Gyökeres, Nketiah, Havertz off. Salmon, Jesus, Fabio Vieira on. Right, we're here. That was great. I've had my dinner. I've tried to log in on 3 different things. We're back. Let me Jeez. This is another one for the history books, isn't it, this stream? The Ghost Along. Solis looks lively. Arsenal in future. Just put it on YouTube for free. See, this is what happens when they're trying to make money too much. They should have just showed the game on YouTube for nothing, and they would have never had no problems. But instead, right, we're here, underway, second half. No refresh button is going to be touched, people. Gabriel Jesus up front with his blonde hair. Chris Brown settings. Big up everyone who stayed in the chat, man. I was actually going to lock it off at half time. I thought, nah. But I appreciate the community staying locked in. That was a painful first half, man. It kept making me think I was getting back on by logging in, and then it would just no data available. But we're here. We are here. Is that has Meslier come on in goal? Or is that Kepa? No, it's still Kepa. 2-0 to Arsenal. People are spamming Vinny in the chat. Feel free, man. How is Vieira playing? You're asking the wrong person, mate. I only watched 4 minutes of that first half. You need to tell me how he's playing. You probably watch more than me. Can't get rid of us. Big up the community. Absolute legends. That was stressful. I don't like doing things like that. Like, if I'm turning up for a watch-along, let's do the watch-along. Like, the fact that it started and then cut off, I was so annoyed. I'm like, I'm turning this off, man. You know what I mean? But big up to you guys for staying locked in, man. And luckily, Arsenal fixed it. Put every pre-season game on YouTube for free. Let the fans watch it. You've just won the league. You've just made a fortune. Charging people £6 to watch a game that should be free anyway. But we're here. Hey, I'm not pressing no refresh button again, people. You lot set me up. The ones who were telling me press refresh. We're here. Big up, man. Getting that Vinny money. Listen, I'm not even going to message for a refund. It's long. You'll email them about 4 times for a few pounds. You're a legend, Curtis. Nothing more to say. Legendary community, man. Fabio Vieira is on, people. Gyökeres came off. BH20 said, I cancelled my wife's birthday to watch you. I'm telling you, man. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Where are we going to go? This is the place to be. Big up, Dean, man. £6. And we missed pretty much the whole first half. But come on. By Vinny Jr., all is forgiven. You know what I mean? We've paid our dues, man. Your time's behind refresh. We ain't refreshing a damn thing. Yeah, I'm watching it on Arsenal YouTube. Luckily, they showed a bit of common sense. Took it off the website, put it on the YouTube channel. But as long as we win, and then announce Vinny Jr. and announce Bruno as well. Fabio is just another body for training. He's another corner flag. He'll get the move to Hamburg. Apparently, he did really well at Hamburg, so he'll get the Hamburg move. Arsenal need to sort out their website. Salmon clears it. Corner to Girona. Arsenal website is still using Hotmail. They must be, bro. I'm telling you. But at least we're watching the game now. Solis and Havertz with the goals. I've seen the goals. But yeah, Fabio Vieira will end up at Hamburg. Apparently they really like him. But I think Arsenal were asking for like 15, 20 million. I think they want to pay less than 10 million for him. Corner whipped in, flicked away. Edge of the box. That should be a corner. Corner to Girona. 4 minutes gone. Arsenal without a dishwasher, I'm telling you. Fab is alright. He's tidy. He's too lightweight, man. Havertz and Solis got the goals. Both decent finishers. Solis shot edge of the box. Looked like he got a slight deflection. Havertz was a one-on-one. Slotted it into the corner. We got to be getting 10 million for him, but ball whipped in. We've conceded 2-1. Great header. Too much space. Girona equalised. No, we're joking. 2-1. Poor defending. Gets a free run. Nods it into the corner. And they've got a goal back. Good header. Zonal marking. Look, no one. At no stage does anybody get near him. Zonal marking is one of the worst things that has been brought into football. Because you get confusion sometimes when you're defending. Because you're supposed to defend a certain area. And sometimes you don't know, is that guy running into my space or is he in their space? So sometimes you don't jump for the ball. I know it sounds a bit old school, but just mark a player and do your best to put him off. Big up Normski, Curtis, I'm in a cruise liner watching you about to set sail. Enjoy, man. I know you said you was in Orlando the other day. So, safe journey, man. At least you're locked in. I appreciate it. Danny said the stream on YouTube looks terrible. It does. I don't know what they're doing with the camera quality. On the website and everything, it looks dreadful. Bruno Medical on Monday. The problem you got is, how many of these are believable? The link where it's coming from in the first place. That's the problem. I need to see certain journalists saying it before I... Is everyone saying that? I know ESPN have said it, and then... Oh yeah, Eisen Khan has just said Bruno Medical expected to be on Monday. The Times and the Daily Mail have now put that in the last half an hour. Oh yeah, it's happening. Gary Jacob has just written it. Yeah, it's happening, people. Bruno Guimaraes. It looks like we've agreed the deal. Gary Jacob, one of the most reliable. Bruno Guimaraes. Yeah, I haven't changed the score to 2-1. You're right. Let's change that. It looks like we've done the Bruno deal as we're on stream. So it's a good job we did stick around. Arsenal have agreed to pay an initial. Oh, Arsenal have scored. Max Dowman, you absolute baller. 1 goal, 1 assist. What a player. Look at him, man. You can tell he's just bov as well, isn't he? Look at him. Get off me. Little slap in the face. Hold that, little man. Cuts inside. 3-1 to Arsenal. Max Dowman, 16 years of age. You're right, man. You don't need to have Nonny here, man. We've got players. We've got players. They're appealing for a foul. As he went to hold him off, he caught him in the face. All right. Mad Max 3-1. Goal stands. No VAR pre-season. Great goal. He's He ain't a joke, bro. Him and Ethan, that's the future. And Skelly. 3-1 to the Gunners. Let's get into the story. Gary Jacob. Arsenal have agreed to pay an initial £70 million plus 10 million in add-ons for Bruno Guimaraes, who is expected to have a medical on Monday and sign a 5-year contract. Total agreement between the two clubs. We'll probably get a Fabrizio, here we go. Or maybe the Ornstein exclusive. Obviously, with them allowing Norgard to leave, they've now done it. Yep, the deal is happening, people. The deal is happening. We've got him. We've agreed 80 million. 70 plus 10. Said it before on this stream. That is an absolute bargain. I don't care if he's 28. I'm not interested. Tonali cost 100 million. He's better than Tonali. Anderson cost 170 million. Jesus is in. Jesus has scored. Didn't I tell you all last week? Gabriel Jesus can have a really good pre-season with blonde hair and we'll end up keeping him. Chris Brown, Breezy, a.k.a. Gabriel Jesus, 4-1. Heavy touch in the middle of midfield. Jesus, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Good finish, fires it past. 4-1, good game. I'll do a video after the stream about Bruno. But obviously, anyone who's in the stream now, but we have Chris Jeezy. We have agreed the deal officially now for Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes to have a medical on Monday. In the Times, Gary Jacob. Jesus going to get about 5 goals in pre-season. His fitness levels are probably through the roof because he wasn't at the World Cup. He put videos up the whole summer of him running and sprinting. Look, he's hunting people down. By the way, people, this kit, you know certain kits look better when the team are wearing them? This kit looks amazing. I'm so glad I copped this kit, man. That kit is banging. It's got Champions League winners written all over it, Vinny Jr. Gary Jacobs is a very good journalist. He's not like the best, but he's very high up. I'd say he's tier 1. He doesn't really say much unless it's done. He's not one of them like, oh, it's going to happen or agreed. He just kind of says it when it's done. Bruno Guimaraes to have a medical on Monday after 80 million deal agreed. Brazil midfielder 28 set to join the North London club from Newcastle on a 5-year deal with Christian Norgard expected to make a £7 million move. Yeah, the kit is fire. Kit is fire. Anyway, Bruno is done, people. Bruno is done. Jesus could have scored again there. Cross, zipped across. Max Dowman, by the way. That kid is a special player. He needs game time this season. Big up the hardest worker on YouTube. Can you believe Bruno and Vinny? Here comes the Champions League. Well, Vinny ain't done yet, so we'll be patient with that one. Jorginho said, "Good luck, Bruno. Deserves a chance for the league. More chance of Simon Cowell as Prime Minister." I think Newcastle, you know, like in football, sometimes you have that window of opportunity. Newcastle have blown it. Seriously, they had They won the Carabao Cup. You've got Isak, you've got Gordon, Tonali, Joe Linton, Bruno. The Isak deal mashed them up, but if they'd have spent that money properly, they would have still had a chance. But they wasted the money. Voltemade, Wissa, Elanga. Terrible panic buys at the end of the window. Then they don't make Europe. They've lost Tonali. They're going to lose Bruno to us. Oh, my days. Back pass. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. Wow. Who was that with that back pass then? Under hit to Kepa. Kepa does well. Who is that? Max Dowman. Jeez, bro. Be careful. We're just bigging you up. But yeah, Newcastle, you know, it felt like the only way was up. Richest owners in the world, new training ground, big fan base. And within a year, you're going to lose Isak, Gordon, Tonali, Bruno. Trippier's gone. And Lewis Hall's being linked with Man United. They're going to have to actually start again. But Bruno deserves the move. I'm not just saying it because we're signing him. I always said when we were linked with Tonali, I want Bruno over Tonali. Tonali's a 6. That's going to lead to Rice playing in the 8. I want Rice in the 6. And I want Bruno in the 8. 15 GA last season. Curtis, do the math with me. Vinny is on 400k. Yeah, if Madrid get roughly 200k a week from his image rights, then technically Real pay 200k, whereas Donkey gets 280. There you go. There you go. We can afford it, man. 100%. Big up Tomboy. Matrix said, Curtis, I hope you realise what an important part of the community you are today. Thanks for always being here. Never change, bro. I have to say thanks to the community, man, for the support. I appreciate it. And listen, I saw the numbers. I'm like, yo, I've been off stream for 10 minutes. There's still 2,000 people here. That's unbelievable. Arsenal are ringing the changes. Arsenal are ringing the changes. There is a water break. Wow, there's about 8 players coming on. Reece Nelson's coming on and a whole heap of youngsters. But listen, shout out the community. 3,000 of you here, man. Absolute legends. I will put a video out after the stream about Bruno. Obviously, you guys are in here now. You know it's done, but I'm going to just put a video up, just sort of giving my opinion on the signing and the fact that it's going to be done. Medical on Monday. I'm thinking Arsenal apparently are going to Ireland on Monday. Surely he'd get his medical done in the morning and get him flying out with the team on Monday. It's only a 1 hour and 15-minute flight. Train on Tuesday. Bring him on for like 10 minutes on Wednesday. I want to be watching Bruno against Real Betis on Wednesday. So, listen. Curtis, do you remember the legendary Blackout live stream? That was insane. Oh, mate, we've had some unbelievable streams on here. Great save by Kepa. Arsenal in possession. 28 minutes to go. Oh, is it Meslier? Wow, fair play to him. That's a great set. I've always rated that lad anyway. Always said, you know, Leeds' best goalkeeper. All right, maybe we didn't. I thought it was Kepa. I didn't. We made that many subs. I don't even know who's on the pitch. I got to be honest. I don't know who's on the pitch. All the young bucks are on. Arsenal in possession. So in terms of first team players, we've still got Reece Nelson is on. Jesus is on. Did all the defence come off? I actually don't know who's on the pitch. I'll be real. Yeah, Melia, that was a great save. I can't lie. Who's on? It looks like every first team defender's off. Do you think Kepa would save that? That's actually a great save, by the way. I'm not even going to lie. That's a great reaction save, bottom corner. Reece Nelson's taking a free kick from 30 yards out. If he scores this, you think Kepa goes? I think if he gets a good offer, he'll go. If he gets a first team offer, he'll leave. I wouldn't blame him. You know, sometimes I think goalkeepers, you got to be a bit more ambitious. Reece Nelson's shot hits the wall. Kepa don't save that. You could be right, you know, because there was a couple goals last year where I was like, was it Chelsea in the Carabao Cup? And there was a couple in the FA Cup. I remember he palmed one out against Portsmouth. And you thought maybe he could have saved that. Melee was France under 21. I know, but that was a few years ago. He's about 26 now. Let's see if we got any. Oh, that's a great ball. Jesus puts it wide. Half a chance. Jesus needs to calm down, bro. If he scores a hat-trick, we ain't getting rid of him. Wish we got Trafford and Stones. Trafford's too good to be backup. You know, that's why he's left Man City. He'll start at Leeds. I would have took John Stones for his experience, 100%. But he'll get game time at Inter Milan. I think sometimes you can make your career go on longer if you go to a league that isn't as taxing on the body. I think playing in Italy, and obviously Inter are the best team in Italy, it will probably make him play, you know, longer into his 30s. But I would have taken him as a squad player. Gold here, Jesus. I reckon, has Jesus got a year left on his deal? Gabriel Jesus. The problem we've got with Jesus is I don't see anybody buying him unless a Saudi club comes for him. We haven't sold anyone to Saudi. He's got a year left. Wow, he's on crazy money. Absolute crazy money. 250 for a year. What you've got with Jesus is, do you loan him to get him off the wage bill, then he leaves next summer on a free? Or do you just keep him around as a squad player because is he more useful to us on the bench, playing in the Carabao Cup, playing in the FA Cup? I don't know. What do you think? If you can't get no money for him, because I don't see anybody outside of a Saudi club buying Jesus and being able to give him 250 grand a week. So he's not going to leave unless somebody does that. And no one's going to do that. No one's buying Jesus. So then you've got two options. Do you loan him to just get his wages off the wage bill, knowing that he's going to go for free next summer? Or do you just keep him and go 10, 15 appearances in the cups, off the bench? Is he still useful? If you get him Vinny, do you just want to surround him with some Brazilians that he knows? Like, these things, they come into play sometimes, you know? You would be selling all of that to Vinny. Well, we've got, you know, 4 or 5 international teammates that you know, and I think 100% Jesus will be at Arsenal next season as a squad player. The only way he leaves is if someone buys him on a permanent, and no one's buying it. I think he'll be here. I think he'll be here. Ball out wide. Can Arsenal get another one? Oh, it's a poor cross. Over hit to the back post, goes out for a goal kick. Nelly for Vinny. The problem you've got, and it sounds stupid, but Vinny probably wants these guys at the club to help him settle in. So if you bring Vinny in and then you go, right, get rid of Jesus, get rid of Martinelli, he's like, yo, I was gonna be around these guys. I think Jesus will stay at Arsenal. He'll be here until his contract runs out. We won't get anything for him. The only thing is, if we do get Vinny, big if, the wage bill is going to be very, very high. So you might need to get him out, even on loan, to just get that wage bill down. Do you know what I mean? So that's the other side of it. Bro's wearing a do-rag. Who's got a do-rag on, bro? Multiple changes for Girona. Do you think we could have got more money for Norgard? No, I don't think we could, because we made it too obvious. Arsenal always make it too obvious, and he's played 56 Premier League minutes. What if he'd got multiple games? Yeah, man said 44 looks Thomas Partey. He actually does. He looks massive. You've got to know how to sell players, make them look like you want them, but I'll let them go at the right price. We make it known like, yo, we're desperate to get rid of Norgard. Just give us anything for him. Felipe Luis haircut. I think he's a manager now, isn't he? I think he's a manager now. Ball goes out for a throw-in. $20 minutes ago, people. How was Nelson ever a star boy? You know what, David? Honestly, it shows like how different youth team football is to first team football. Because honestly, his name was ringing bells. Like people were saying, this is like England's star winger that's coming out. It was him and Jadon Sancho were the two like ripping youth team football to bits. England under 19s, England under 21s, Arsenal 19s, 21s, 23s. Reece Nelson is supposed to be Saka at Arsenal. Hydration break, people. Eddie and Nketiah, you're right. Eddie was breaking all the goal scoring records. But the problem is, under 23 football is too soft. So a lot of these players, when they go into the first team, doesn't work. If you ever watch an under 23 game, you can barely tackle each other. Everything's a foul. It's all pretty football, all played out from the back. You're all a similar age. Then you go into the first team, Burnley away on a Tuesday night. Bang, elbow in the face. Everton away, Tarkowski, bang. You go, yo, what's this? I never experienced this in the youth team. And then people like Eddie, they struggle, you know, because they haven't seen it. That's why reserve team football was so much more useful. Because these guys got to experience playing against grown men in reserve games, because you would have a top player. You might be playing Chelsea reserves for Arsenal and Caicedo's got injured and he needs a reserve game to get fit, and you're an 18-year-old playing reserve team and you're playing against Caicedo and you get that experience, and you know, but you don't get that anymore. That's where it's all changed. But these water breaks, by the way, they'll come into the Premier League soon. People think it won't. It definitely will. I'm just waiting to see. All the journalists are now reporting the Bruno deal, apart from Ornstein and Fabrizio. So they're like the final ones that we're waiting for. But all the other journalists are running with it. That his medical's on Monday. We need the Orny bomber, don't we? Great player, but 80 mil is insane. Casemiro vibes. JC, respectfully, absolutely, completely disagree. We all knew when Casemiro went to Man United, he is past his best. We knew it. His legs have gone. And the Premier League, you're coming to the Premier League in your mid-30s when your legs are faded. We knew that was going to go downhill quick, and it did. Bruno is 28. He's arguably at the pinnacle of his career, and he plays in the Premier League. There's no way that is anywhere near Casemiro vibes. Jorginho said the How comment, he was told who he would get and deal with it as head coach, didn't want Wissa and Watchalong, which was clear when he played centre mid. I think the thing with Newcastle is that every target, they just missed out on them. They wanted Sesko, they wanted João Pedro. Look at the size of this guy for Girona. They wanted Ekatike. It's a shame. I think Newcastle have really messed up. I think Eddie Howe's actually a really good manager. He'd probably get the England job. Alfred said, Meslier has always been a good shot stopper, similar to Hugo at Tottenham. The problem is, how good is he with his feet, considering how we play? And that's the problem, innit? That's the problem. Curtis, assuming we sign Vinny, if you could bring in one more first-team player, who are you picking? Yo, this guy actually looks like Thomas Partey, region. I would probably go for a right back. But apparently Arsenal are going to sign a centre back. That's what we're hearing. I'm not sure what right back I would go for. I like Coyote at Brentford. We wouldn't get... But then do we need another centre back or right back? Could we get away with it? I'm an attacking merchant, so I'd love Arsenal to go and get another striker or something. You know, get rid of Havertz, go and get Alvarez. Trent off Real Madrid, yeah, that would be great business. Krupi's out for 4 months for his end, so no one's buying him. Why'd you get... Hey, be careful, Ultimate God, you know what I mean? You don't want him hearing that. You'll get hammered. Big up Pierre, man. Big up. He said, big up Big C in the community. Thanks for keeping us up to date on transfer stories. I'm a grown man and I get goosebumps with the Vinny updates. I might cry or faint on the opening day when the players come out of the tunnel. It's funny, right? Yesterday, one of my friends, he messaged me and he said, I think I might pass out if we get Vinny. You know what I mean? Big grown men, you know. Man can't... It's crazy, bro. Just being linked with him is exciting. Never mind if we actually get him. Gunners 98. I mean, I can't imagine going on tour next season and Vinny's there. Do you know what I'm saying? Meeting Vinny. It's a superstar. Don't blame the US for the water breaks. No, I'm not. They'll have all seen the money, man. That'll be in the Premier League soon. Big up Rudy. Big up Gunners 98 as well. Yeah, I don't know the name of number 44. Arsenal number 44. Who is it? What is his name? This ain't showing me his name. What's the big lad's name, people? Squad numbers. Does it go up to 44 on the website? Ah, it doesn't. It's only showing me the first team. Is it... Oh, Ibrahim. Yeah. I remember him now. I didn't realise he was as tall as that, to be honest. Fabrizio got silenced by Perez. Yo, them man don't play, bro. Madrid will have said, look, pressure's on right now. This is sensitive. We don't need you out here with your big platform talking about here we go and applying more pressure. Keep your mouth shut. And he said, all right, I'll fall back. He keeps talking about Diamande and Bruno, but won't mention Vinny, not once. Arsenal tweeted. Look at Arsenal. Champions of England. This is what they tweeted out. Sort out your tech stuff, man. Arsenal supporters, apologies for the inconvenience. We're working through some issues on Arsenal.com and the Arsenal app. Tonight's game is now being streamed for free on our YouTube channel. It's the least you can do. It isn't really free when you've paid £6 for it. and you've missed the first half. Effectively, you've took £3 off us. Wonder if they'll put the next game on YouTube as an apology. Or will they charge us for Real Betis? I think we know the answer. You better make sure you get Vinny Jr. Stop playing with our emotions. Yeah? I'm going to do the honourable thing, Arsenal. I'm not sending an email. I'm not asking for my money back. I'll let it slide. But I need to see Vinny. Here we go. I'll be honest with you, people. The away kit, it's fire. I'm one of these people, like, I'll try the kit on to get that feeling for it. When I tried it on, I went, yo, this kit feels really nice. I like the blue that it is as well. And it's got the pattern on it. I should have wore it actually tonight, shouldn't I, considering we're playing in it. But it's got that nice pattern. It's good material. Even Arsenal dropping ads during the game. And I went for the long sleeve. I couldn't believe it. I haven't had a long sleeve football shirt for years. I tried it on in the long sleeve. I went, yo, I'm getting the long sleeve. I was going to queue up and put the gold badge on the side, but the queue was massive, so I left it. Dublin, I think I am going. Yeah. I haven't even sorted it out yet. They're appealing for a penalty. Refs give a goal kick. I haven't even sorted it out. As I said to you yesterday, people. Yeah, I love the long sleeve. The short sleeve looks good as well, though. I think if you get any of them, it's a winner, people. You ain't going to lose. I actually like the way the third kit looks as well with that yellow. I know it's not out yet, but I know a few people have got it in different countries and probably off some of those websites where they've already made them. But yeah, the home kit is actually the kit I might not get this year, to be honest. CR7 wedding guest list is wild. I'm sure it is, bro. It'll be A-list celebrities, won't it? Shot for Girona. It's blocked. Everyone flood the comments. Free friendlies. Shall I put, I won't ask for a refund. As long as you sign Vinny. Oh dear. Ornstein bomber? No, I haven't seen one. Obviously, if we get a bomber, let me know. We've had a bomber, but we just haven't had it off the people that usually drop the bombers. You know what I mean? But for anybody who's just tuned in, Arsenal have officially agreed, £80 million deal to sign Bruno Guimaraes. 70 million plus 10 million in add-ons. Do you know what's really interesting, what I read today? And I think this is actually true, although Man United fans, let me know. Apparently Man United were looking at Leao, but they've decided against it, and they're trying to buy Conceição instead from Juventus. It's really interesting that no Premier League club is willing to take a chance on Leao, considering a year or two ago, people were talking about 100 million. So these clubs must genuinely be looking at him thinking he's finished. I don't, but oh, what a ball. Good save by Meslier again. I just think Allegri's style completely stifled him. Playing him up front in a back three with two strikers, but for 50 mil in this market, I'd be surprised if somebody doesn't take a chance on him. But big up David Keane, who said it's my birthday on the 10th, so would like Vinny, of course. Of course. Vinny for your birthday. New shirt. Mohamed says too late. They should have just done it. I told you at the start of the game. Wonder how he'll work with Amorim. Yeah, that's interesting. Amorim obviously worked at Lisbon. Leao played for Lisbon. Big C, I tweeted on Twitter, if Vinny signs, I'll take Saka's number off, give it to Vinny as a joke, but the Twitter community was coming for me. Well, if you saw when I said it, and I was half joking, but half not joking, and people were, oh, you're not a real fan, how could you take the 7? I said, brother, if it's one of the terms of, if I sign, I need the 7 because of my branding, are you going to say, oh no, Saka has to have it? Eisen Khan saying there is a chance Guimaraes makes the plane to Dublin for Wednesday's pre-season friendly, depending on timelines. Come on! Bruno G. I'll be honest with you. This away kit looks amazing. I don't know what it is. It's the colour scheme, I think. It's the kind of blue. It's like that midnight blue. But then the yellow really stands out as well. I like the fact that the kit is all blue. They haven't mixed it up with like, oh, some stupid yellow shorts or something. They've nailed it. I really, really like that kit. Still don't know whether they needed the red stripe around the neck. I think it should have just been blue and yellow. But the kit is clean, man. Proper clean. That's why I bought it, people. I tried it on. I went, yo, I ain't leaving this shop without this on. Well, I didn't leave with it on, but in the bag. And then, I don't know why I went for the long sleeve. But it just felt right. Hope everyone's well. 6 minutes left. It's been a roller coaster of a stream. Apologies. It's Arsenal's fault, but, you know, I still apologise for the inconvenience. Gabriel Jesus comes off. Got himself a goal. And really appreciate everybody staying locked in, man. To say that the numbers were still at around 2,000 when I hadn't been on camera for over 10 minutes is unbelievable. So thank you very much for everybody. And as I said, I'm going to drop a video after the game about the Bruno Guimaraes situation. We have agreed 70 million plus 10 million in add-ons. It's being reported by a lot of major outlets now in England. Although we still haven't had Ornstein or Fabrizio mention it. That'll be the final. That'll be the final one. Um, 4 minutes ago, I was offside most of the stream, people. I think we'll get an Ornstein Bomber or Fabrizio tonight. The sources that it's coming from are too high level for them to then have to wait another 24 hours. They're going to want to get that traction. Ornstein's probably on the phone now like, listen, can you confirm this? I want to tweet it. It looks like he's having a medical on Monday. Don't forget, Bruno is supposed to fly to Spain tomorrow with Newcastle. Newcastle flew out yesterday. They delayed it for 2 days to allow the transfer to be done. Bruno will be sitting wherever he is now going, I don't want to have to fly to Spain. The Newcastle manager's gone. I just want this Arsenal thing tied up so I can come to Ireland with you, get to know my teammates, get ready for the start of the season. So Arsenal's intention will have been, we got to get this deal done by Saturday evening, Sunday morning. We want Bruno to come to Ireland with us and get used to the group. So I think Arsenal have made a point of saying, look, let's get the deal done and get him over to Ireland. We know how important it is in pre-season to get players settled in. It's a fantastic signing. I think he's one of the best number 8s in Europe. The only reason I'm not overly going crazy is because I'm just in Vinny Jr. hype at the moment. Anything below that, my excitement levels aren't going to go too high. But it's a fantastic signing. And they've absolutely dragged out the deal like you wouldn't believe. Every day it's deal close, terms agreed, contract agreed. You know, it's crazy. But we're there now. I think we'll get an Ornstein Bomber tonight. I might actually go live if we get the Bomber from Ornstein or Fabrizio. Rather than a video, actually. But we will see. Big up Mohammed who said prepaid for all preseason games. I had to pay Amazon extra stuff. It's crazy. It is poor. It is poor from Arsenal. It's very poor. The least they should do is say the next preseason game's free on YouTube, but they won't. Red said, aren't you worried about Saliba and Timber's injury? Of course. Of course. Our first 5 games are difficult. I mean, on paper, yeah, Coventry at home should be a win, of course. But the 5 after that, or the 4 after that, are tricky. They're tricky games, man, at the start of a season when a lot of the big clubs are actually going to suffer more from players that have gone to the World Cup. So what have we got? Coventry. After Coventry, Aston Villa away. That's a very tough game. Under any circumstances, that's a tough game. Unai Emery. Then we've got Chelsea at home. That's a tough game. Xabi Alonso. With a lot of new signings. Sunderland away, where we drew last season. You know that's going to be a physical battle. Sunderland are in Europe, so they've got money to spend. Granit Xhaka, all of that. And then we've got... who have we got after Sunderland? And then Brighton away, which is a tough game. I know we won 1-0 this season, but that's always a tricky game. And I think that... Are they in Europe? I think they might have got Europe as well. Then it's the international break. So those first 5, if we're not prepared, we could drop points in more than one game. On the flip side, yeah, if we're prepared, we can go to Villa and win. Villa have lost Tielemans, they've lost Rodgers. Leon Bailey's leaving. You know, they're a bit light as well, but we have to be ready for that first 5. Big up Mohammed, you absolute legend. He's gifted 20 memberships. Even though it's pre-season, even though we didn't really watch the first half, the website was down for anybody that's tuned in. What it appears, full-time whistle's gone, by the way, no time added on. What it appears is happening, and bear this in mind for future games. If you try and connect to the Arsenal website like 5-10 minutes before the game starts, you might not be able to log in because there's so many people trying to get on that website that the website's not built for it. It's probably never had so many people at once. What I did, I went on the website half an hour before kickoff. I got in. People in the community were telling me you're 30 seconds behind. So I tried to refresh it and it obviously kicked me out and I couldn't log back in. So after the first 4 minutes of the first half, I missed the whole first half. Then they've put it on YouTube at half time. So what I would say, if you're watching it through the Arsenal website on Wednesday, get on there half an hour before kickoff, log in, watch all the build-up so that it won't kick you out. And then you go from there, you know. Don't log in like 5 minutes before kickoff because that website's all over the place. Arsenal got the job done. 4-1 win, people. Kai Havertz with the opening goal. Christos Solis, our new signing, got the second. Bit of a Trossard-esque goal, to be honest. Cut inside edge of the box. Shoots into the bottom corner. Slight deflection. That'll do his confidence the world of good. The third goal was it Jesus or am I going mad here? Did Jesus get the third or the fourth? Max Dowman, sorry. Max Dowman. Quality finish. Goal and an assist for Max Dowman. Then Gabriel Jesus with his new look. Blonde hair. Good finish. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Some of the youngsters did well. Job done. No injuries. Arsenal head to Ireland next week to go and play Real Betis, which will be a harder game than this. Girona got relegated to the second division, and Real Betis obviously a decent team in La Liga. Hector Bellerin will be playing against us on Wednesday, and Anthony, former Man United player, Isco, former Real Madrid legend? Probably not a legend, but a very, very... I used to love Isco, man. What a player he was. So, listen, really appreciate your support. Aviva's nearly sold out, apparently. Yeah, listen, if you can get over there, I don't blame you. Melia actually made a couple of really good saves. One top quality save. Was impressed with Max Dowman, what I saw. What I did see, what I didn't see was the first half. But, yeah, listen. We got the job done. It's pre-season. It was a good workout. No injuries. The thing is, we're focused on new players. That's the main thing. I've got to be totally honest. New players is almost bigger than these games. It's not bigger, but it feels like it. For anybody just tuned in, the headlines today: Arsenal have agreed a deal of £7 million with Everton for Christian Norgard. He only played 56 minutes in the Premier League for Arsenal last season, but he will be joining Everton. Decent midfielder for Everton. I think he'll be steady there. There is a trophy lift. It's a big star of a trophy. So Arsenal, we've won more silverware, people. The Star Trophy. So yeah, we've won that. And as I said, the headline news, people. Or is that the Man of the Match award? I think that's the Man of the Match award. Look at the size of that trophy. How's he supposed to get that through customs? It looks like Man of the Match for Kai Havertz. They probably done that on purpose. Arteta will go, you see, guys, he got Man of the Match against Girona, guys. We cannot sell him, guys. He's irreplaceable, guys. Or maybe it's not the Man of the Match award. Maybe that is the trophy for winning the tournament. No, it is the trophy for winning the tournament. He was just the player that went and collected it. Maybe Havertz was captain. No, Ben White was captain. No, it is Man of the Match. It is Man of the Match. They're giving a trophy. What? No, it's not Man of the Match. Havertz didn't get Man of the Match. That was the trophy that we got for winning the game. Now they're giving a runners-up trophy to Girona. So I thought Havertz got Man of the Match. I was going to say, he can't be getting Man of the Match. Max Dowman was better than him. Havertz just collected it. As I said, for people tuning in, it is now being reported that the Bruno Guimaraes deal is done. 70 million plus 10 million in add-ons. Medical on Monday. British press reporting it now. We just haven't heard it from Ornstein or Fabrizio yet. But Gary Jacobs reporting it, and he is pretty much a tier 1 journalist in England. I lied. Havertz did get Man of the Match. Havertz got Man of the Match. Are you joking? That should have been Max Tallman. Arteta probably chose him. I'm not even joking. Now Ben White is lifting the trophy for winning. Are they actually going to go, oh, listen, we'll take as many trophies as we can, people. Shameless pre-season trophies we'll take. 1 down, 4 to go. Now we need the Emirates Cup. We need the one in Ireland. We need then the 4 majors, you know. Havertz played 30 minutes and got Man of the Match. How? Max Dowman. But listen, we know Arteta probably chose him. Listen, people, big up to everyone locked in. If we get the bomber from Ornstein or Fabrizio, I'll either do a video or go live later on. It is happening. But it always makes it that extra when you hear it from Ornstein or Fabrizio. But so you might see me later on. Really appreciate all the support from everyone after the difficulties of the first half. Much appreciated. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hopefully, we get the bomber and we're back on again later, people. Nighttime settings, we love it. Big up, peace and love, everyone. And I'll see you all, hopefully, later on, people. Bless.